Welcome to Firefighting in Canada This Week. I'm Mariah Campbell, and today's edition is brought to you by VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. This week, as Fire Prevention Week comes to a close, we'll highlight a few of this year's eye-catching initiatives. Then, the Alberta government approves $30 million in funding to repair damages from recent natural disasters. And in the October edition of Firefighting in Canada, the podcast sponsored by Draeger, host Tom DeSorcy speaks with senior broadcast journalist and city councillor Steve Darling about the fire service and modern media. This year, from October 6th to 12th, departments were actively promoting NFPA's Fire Prevention Week. The Toronto Fire Services released an ad campaign with the slogan, "Fire Happens Fast," which gained attention for its realistic portrayal of a kitchen fire. To raise awareness about the dangers of unattended cooking, ads are mounted to the sides of buildings in Toronto and feature a larger-than-life stovetop and a pot ignited with flames. The flames go beyond the borders of the ad and appear to have engulfed the apartment window above, at first glance looking frighteningly realistic to viewers below. Oakville Fire Department made ads out of their apparatus by donning 2 fire trucks with this year's NFPA safety graphics. The department says, depending on the wear and tear of the vehicle, they hope to keep the fire prevention graphics on for the next 6 months. For a like and a share on Facebook, Halifax Regional Fire and Emergency awarded prizes to the top 3 participants. Also online, Peterborough Fire Services held a photo competition to raise awareness among children. On theme with this year's Fire Prevention Week slogan, "Not every hero wears a cape, plan and practice your escape," kids were encouraged to dress up as superheroes and have themselves photographed checking smoke alarms and CO2 detectors. The Alberta government approved $30 million in funding to repair damages from recent natural disasters. Wildfire damage earlier this year in Lamont County, Mackenzie County, and Buffalo Lake Métis Settlement have been declared disasters by the province, freeing up funds for needed repairs. Funding will also be divided between Lesser Slave River, Rocky View County, Yellowhead County, Lac St. Anne County, Parkland County, Brazeau County, and Stony Plain to repair disasters caused by flooding and heavy rains. The Municipal Affairs Department says the disaster recovery program will include $12.2 million for preliminary claims submitted by the communities, reports the Canadian Press. The remaining cash will go towards repairing damaged roads, highways, and other infrastructure. In the October edition of Firefighting in Canada, the podcast sponsored by Draeger, host Tom DeSorcy speaks with senior broadcast journalist and city councillor Steve Darling about the fire service and modern media. Together, they discuss the difficulties of accessing reliable sources in the age of misinformation. Darling gives tips on how to develop relationships with journalists, navigate online sources, and deliver information on social media. He says social media is not the enemy, but fire chiefs must think critically about the information provided online.
I don't think we'll ever lose the fact that we'll get good information from social media. It's the misinformation, I think, that overwhelms the good information, and that's where the problems arise. And I think that's where we have to be very, very careful as to what we're consuming online as the truth.
For the complete podcast and to learn more, visit firefightingcanada.com. This is Annex Business Media's Niche TV. Thanks again to VFIS of Canada, a division of CVIS Incorporated, Canada's largest insurer of firefighters. Stay tuned for our next episode on Friday, October 18th.